How's the War Within feeling? I'm actually incredibly disappointed with the War Within. I'm not very happy at all, really. I think hero talents are completely a waste of time. I don't understand why they're even in the game. It just seems like a feature that they can put on the front box to sell copies of the game, like a box feature, but it doesn't really deliver, in my opinion. It's kind of disappointing, and I think, honestly, it looks like a lot of them look lazy. For Feral, for example, they took a talent that we already have, and then they just made a whole talent tree around it, but it's still mega passive, and it doesn't, like, change your gameplay, and I was just like, this just looks lazy. This just looks lazy. So I'm not very happy with the hero talents. The Mythic Plus looks shit. We're doing 4 old dungeons. I was like, I'm not paying £50 for the new expansion and a monthly sub to play 4 dungeons that I did last year. Like, give me the 8 new dungeons of the expansion. Why am I doing Necrotic Wake and Mists of Tona Scythe and fucking Siege of Borealis? Like, I've just done those. I want to do the 8 new dungeons. Like, yeah, maybe Season 2 brings some old ones back. Cool, that's fine. But it's a new expansion. I'm doing old content that I literally just did. Like, if you look at it, Mists of Tona Scythe and Necrotic Wake. So, 1/4 of our dungeon pool we did in Shadowlands. Right now it's Dragonflight. We did it last expansion. I did those dungeons under, like, a year ago I did those dungeons, or like 2 years ago I did those dungeons, you know? I kind of want to make a video talking about my disappointment and how we shouldn't, as players, be spending more money on this game when there are so many great options of games out there nowadays, and we're spending as much money as we are on World of Warcraft, and it feels like we're just getting rushed expansions, half-baked concepts, and it just is very disappointing. But I'm still going to check it out. I'm in a raiding guild. I'm still going to raid. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to try and have fun with it. I'm still going to try and enjoy Feral. But I'm just like, I'm not happy. Like, I'm not... Like, when Chris Metzen came out on stage and did his epic battle cry and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so when Metzen came out on stage and was talking the talk and everything, I was, like, pretty hyped, man. I was like, look, they've got this future planned out. They got 3 expansions. It's going to be this saga. Like, you know, they've got this journey. Everything's going to be really good. Now I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, they are rushing out these expansions. Like, we've had 2 months of beta, dude. And I know that people can say, like, oh yeah, well, alpha is, like, the true beta, and beta now is just to, like, get media attention and to, like, be advertisement. Okay, cool. The game is borked. Like, half the dungeons are bugged. The tuning is off. Some classes still haven't properly had their reworks and stuff. Like, it's... I don't know, man. I just feel like I don't want to just... Like, now that I'm a Final Fantasy, like, I'm a full-time Final Fantasy streamer, like, I don't need to, like, sit there and just guzzle up anything that WoW, like, spits out. I can actually sit back and go, you know what? Am I actually happy with this? Like, am I actually satisfied? Do I feel like I'm getting a good product? Do I feel like that I'm being serviced as a player? And I don't right now. When I look at the War Within, I don't. I feel let down. I feel like they've just not made a good product so far. Now, there's still some time left of beta. There's still 2 months left of beta. Can they make some changes? Yeah, maybe. But so far, I'm not happy with the dungeon design. I think they go and lean in too far into competitive, like... Too far into this competitive MDI style. Not happy with that. They're leaning too far into everything being like all these, like, the amount of mob casts and CC and interrupts and all this shit that you need. It's disgusting. It's way too much. It's not fun. Like, they need to tone it down. They need to relax it, dude. They need to relax it. So, yeah, I'm not happy with any of that. I'm not happy with the hero talents. I'm actually really upset that they've made these hero talents and that they're actually comfortable shipping them and being like, hey, man, check out this new system. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It feels insulting. Like, anyone that's hyping up the hero talents, like, you gotta be not huffing copium, but, like, you're drinking the Kool-Aid, man. You gotta be drinking the Kool-Aid. They're all passive. They don't interact with your toolkit, like, really. They don't change your play style. They don't do anything. A lot of them you could just literally ignore and just play your normal style that you were gonna do, and shit just happens. And I'm like, is this the box feature? This is the... And you know what? You know it's gone in 2 years when we go to the new expansion. You know that the feature's gone. So you know that it's a feature that has this time limit. You know it's getting removed soon. And I'm like, are we just all acceptant of this? Is everyone just okay with this? Like, it's crazy. So now that I've taken a step back from WoW, I can look on it and I can reflect and I can go like, am I actually happy? Because when I used to play WoW, it was like, it doesn't matter if I'm happy or not, man. I'm a streamer. I'm a full-time streamer. I have to be happy about this. I have to proceed with this. Now I can sit back and go like, am I happy? I don't think I am. Okay, well then I'm going to talk about it. And I'm not saying this to like shit on the devs. I don't think it's the devs that are the issue. And at no point have I blamed the devs. I don't think it's the devs. I think it's the suits. Rushing out expansions, rushing out box features, just giving them something they can market to people and just sell copies. Like, it's always the suits, man. Let's face it, it's always the suits. If I'm a dev and I'm being told, hey man, can you create an expansion feature, these hero talents, and then like, it's gone in 2 years, by the way, or like, oh okay, well I'm not gonna put fucking effort into that, am I? Why? Like, I'm like, if I'm a developer, like, I don't know, man. Some developers like that. I don't want to speak for the developers, actually. I don't want to speak for the developers, because I don't know what it's like to be a game dev. And some of them probably love the fact that they can put a bunch of effort into something and then shelve it and go, okay, move on to the next thing. Some of them probably like that. A lot of them probably do. So I'm not going to try and speak for them. But, like, for me, I just look at it and I think, like, I don't know, dude. The suits are trying to rush out this content, and I'm not happy with it. And that's my, like, piece right there, you know? But that's how I'm feeling about The War Within. That's my full honest truth. That's me not holding back. And I feel like, hopefully, if there's a dev watching, for whatever reason, and they were watching my content, they could say, you know what? Respect the honesty. Respect the honesty. Maybe I don't agree with everything that this guy said, but I at least respect that he's come out and said what he has to say. And that's me. That's me on that. So they would keep himself here. I mean, they might keep it for all 3 expansions, but then at that point then, that's even worse, Face. It's even worse if they keep this feature for the next 3 expansions, because it's shit. So that's even more disappointing. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. As a dev, I just assume that people complain about devs actually mean product and don't really mean... Yeah. We're talking about the product. We're not talking about the actual devs. Like, I don't know anything about what it's like to be a developer. If you've watched this far, I just want to close out the video by saying I'm not trying to dog on WoW needlessly. I'm not trying to pick on WoW and just only focus on the negative. I'm just trying to say, like, I want to make sure that we're getting a good product. And now that I've stepped away from WoW a little bit, I'm still playing, but it's not my core only game. I'm playing a lot of Final Fantasy lately, and I'm seeing another MMO, and I'm seeing how I'm feeling, like how I'm being treated, and the experiences that I'm getting here, and the value for money, and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just going, hold on a minute, like, how do I really feel about WoW? And because I've been able to step back as a creator and not be like, oh, well, I can't say anything negative just in case, like, maybe I don't get invited to this thing or get invited to that thing, or maybe the devs won't like me or whatever. Like, now that I don't have to worry about any of that, and I can just relax and say what I really feel, like, this is how I'm currently feeling about The War Within. And I want us to get the best possible expansion and the best possible game, and I want to feel like I'm just falling in love with the game again. I just want to see some of these things improved. Not just for me, but for other people out there that also feel the same way. I know not everyone's going to agree with me on this. That's fine. You might look at the game from a different perspective. That's okay. No sweat, no worries. But this is just where I'm at. If this video resonates with you, then awesome. You know, leave me a comment and let me know how you feel about the game and The War Within. And thanks very much for watching.